This edition of the Wrestle-Cast is dedicated to the memory of our friend Francisco Rodriguez. This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Quiet on the set, please! Silence! Silence!
I knew you'd come. I'm not finished with you!
I am the cream, the cream of the crop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
Because we don't just set the bar, we are the bar!
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, Podomac.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find its finite recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. Speaking of which, big deal this week is that independent scene. A really big deal. You would say it's the biggest deal in town. But forget about that. We'll talk about that in a second. My name's Matty J. That is TWK. Hey, T-Dub, I'm back, bitches!
Yes, you are back, and you are a bitch.
Oh. Say hi, T-Dub.
Hi, T-Dub.
Now do your spiel. It's been a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted by something.
It's Fire Pro Wrestling World, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm currently simulating a tournament. We're at the finals right now. Entering first, Strong Arm Satoshi Kojima!
The leader of Red Club.
Yeet.
By the way, tell him who you are, for God's sakes. I don't know who you is, but come on.
Right. Hello, Liz Jones. I'm TWK of TWK Reviews. And now entering the ring is Dragon Lee!
Ooh. Dragon Lee versus Satoshi Kojima. That's something.
Anyways, here to actually legally promote his book, even though YouTube won't let him, it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, ShintigerCurl.
Hey guys, what's going on? Ow! Sorry if I sound a little out of sorts. My shoulder's been killing me for the last couple of weeks. I don't know what's the problem. Just make sure you don't touch it or anything. So I kind of black out if someone touches it.
I see where this is going. God damn it.
Pete, don't touch us. Oh no, he did it. He did it.
Pete, don't touch. Yeah, what's going on here, Wrestle-Cast? Yeah. I see some old familiar faces to the old Macho Man, yeah. Dino Bravo, I see you over there, man. You ain't touched this man nowhere near me, yeah. What's this? Tito Santana, El Matador, yeah. You may get the bull by the horns, but you'll never get the Macho Man by the horns, yeah. Checking about them all around, coming around, doing
hey,
all this
what's going on around here? Yeah,
Hold on.
Who's got that championship bull voice? Oh my God,
on.
it's you! It's you! You're not Macho Man. Are you Macho Man?
Hold on. If I'm Tito Santana, that should make Matty J Rick Martel.
What happened, guys? Did I black out again?
You pulled the Jay Lethal.
I did?
Yeah.
Did I say anything weird?
No?
You thought that Matty was a muscle-bound man.
Really?
And you thought T-Dub was Tito Santana.
Damn, I definitely thought that you'd be Juventud Guerrera, T-Dub.
Oh.
Well, I guess I do look like a bit like the Juice.
Yeah, you look like Hoovy. Just a tad, though.
Possibly. Anyways, let's go over the rundown for tonight's show.
Oh, folks, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple question. Are you all in? Because after $50 later, I know I am. Yeah, got the fight app, got all signed up, gave Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks my money.
Oh, didn't know the pay-per-view would be 50. Wow.
Well, 50 Canadian. I think it should be. Yeah, it was. I believe that in US it's obviously low. The price is lower, but I believe it was adjusted for yeah.
Yeah, I would get that if I have the money.
Yeah, do you have New Japan? Do you have New Japan Pro Wrestling World?
Thankfully, I got it before someone decided to rob me of all my money.
My friend, all you gotta do is avoid some spoilers for about 5 hours, and the next day it'll be on New Japan Pro Wrestling World on demand.
Well, I guess I'm staying off fucking Facebook then.
Sorry, bud. And that goes for these folks as well. If you cannot afford the amount of money that they're asking to watch live, you can wait a little bit. Honor Club, I think, is doing the same thing. If you have that monthly gimmick, you have that as well. So, that being said, it's all about All In. And we're playing catch up with the news coming out of the last couple weeks. We're going to keep it as short as possible because whatever news is happening will probably be covered in the one email. So we'll have to talk about a little bit of news. But This is all about All In. And to tell you, every clip except the stinger this week, All In. Now, the reason I say stinger is because I forgot to hit to play the stinger that was supposed to play during the SummerSlam preview. So that's been mowed over. But everything else, ladies and gentlemen, has been picked up using either the 10 pounds of gold or... actually, no, this one would be Cody's All In documentary on Cody's channel. But Being the Elite and Cody's channel were the sources of clips used this week. So, we're going to be up front with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, shall we begin?
Yay!
We begin, ladies and gentlemen, with the featured matches from All In. Ladies and gentlemen, to talk about it and how much he thinks he's not fucked. Ladies and gentlemen, the villain, Marty Scurll. Take a listen.
So, they tell me that I can't beat Okada. You can't beat Okada. You're just a junior heavyweight. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. Some of my best friends are telling me that I'm fucked. People that I trust, people that I love, don't have any faith in me. You know what? I am sick to the back teeth of being told that I can't. Let me give you a little understanding. When I was a baby boy and my father left my mother, people told me I would never amount to anything. My parents said, oh, go out, get a job, be a plumber. I said, no, I want to be a professional wrestler. And everyone told me you can't. That's just a pipe dream. You're far too small. And guess what? Not only did I make that dream a reality, I went on to become one of the most famous wrestlers in the world. And now I'm here, All In, the biggest independent show of all time. And people are trying to look at me like I'm some kind of joke. Do you know what? I am sick to the fucking back teeth with being treated like a joke. Okada, you might be the very best wrestler in the world. Well, guess what? This is one pissed off villain. This isn't a villain that's there to mess around. This isn't a villain that's there to make people laugh. Oh no, this is a villain that is there to prove a point, because no longer will I be denied. I spent a whole entire lifetime being told I can't, but I know deep down in my black and beaten heart that I can beat you. Because on September 1st, at the Sears Centre, 10,000 screaming fans, the villain is back. The villain that was always supposed to be here is back. And I know that only I can defeat the Reign.
There you go. And yeah, I tried to find Marty Skrull's theme song. Couldn't find it. No 8-bit version. But no more Mr. Nice Guy by Alice Cooper works.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, they said. He's sick, he's obscene.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. And Marty Skrull is still utterly fine.
We'll get to that particular prediction in just a few 10-minute cycles, I guess. I don't know where the fuck I was going with this. By the way, in case you're wondering what was on the screen until I removed that, I'll put it right back. This entire show is brought to you by... we'll get that going. Brought to you by this book, New World by Greg Haynes. Hey, he's an art cult, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I
Artwork by a friend, the evil Reverend. And we'll be plugging the shit out of this book because fuck YouTube.
Yep.
My show, my rules, I'll spam it. And you can't do jack squat.
Eat a dick, YouTube. Eat a dick.
Shall we get...
YouTube was a dick in real life.
So, should we get to the news?
Let's get to the news. Let's do a little bit of... because a lot of people are wondering, hey, what'd you guys think of this? What'd you guys think of SummerSlam weekend? I put the tweet about it last week before Fighting Back 8, which, by the way, was fucking awesome. But, real quick, ratings. We'll go with you, ShintigerCurl, first.
I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was a lot better show than I thought it was going to be, but there was too many foobar endings and too many questionable booking choices for me to say it was great, but it was certainly better than
what
I
about
was
TakeOver?
TakeOver's TakeOver. There's nothing more that needs to be said about it.
I'm assuming 5 out of 5 then?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, T-Dub. Start with TakeOver, then with SummerSlam.
Yeah, TakeOver gets a 4.5 out of me, and SummerSlam gets a 3.5.
That's where I am as well. For those who didn't catch that tweet, I had TakeOver Brooklyn for 4.5 out of 5. The big reason was it wasn't 4 out of 5. Usually there's some catharsis at the end of NXT's Big Shoe, but something felt off in the ending. Obviously, it was a work with the busted knee and everything else, but at the same time, SummerSlam, same thing. A lot of fucked finishes. 3.5 out of 5 is where I stand on that. So that's we're on the same page on this one. So that's what we think of SummerSlam in a nutshell. TakeOver was fucking awesome. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the news.
All right, first off, one of the bigger ones this week is the fact that Braun Strowman turned heel.
Ish? You get the feeling that was that was like established because Shield canceled the cash in the week before, and
I'm with Simon Miller on this one. Like, on one hand, you can kind of understand why Braun did it because, well, the Shield were being the Shield, and Roman gave a shit explanation as to why the Shield were being a Shield. But on the other hand, it's obvious that they want they turned Braun, their biggest face, tried to turn him into a heel just to get Roman over.
This is going to turn into what happened with Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Where the intention was heel, and then, oh crap, we can't turn her heel. So, face-ish?
I mean, you can't call her a heel if her gripes are legitimate.
And they are.
Yeah.
Are we wrong, T-Dub?
Actually, Becky goes next part of the news where apparently they're going to be booking her as an anti-hero.
That's what it is, guys. God's sake, they're trying to overcomplicate things. Something that's not supposed to be complicated, you know.
Yeah, well, at the very least, Becky isn't going to be a heel.
Wipe your brow and sigh of relief there, but. Ugh. Yeah.
Also, it seems like Braun will not be winning the title anytime soon, as Roman Reigns looks to have a very lengthy title run.
The idea here is, they want Roman to run as long as Lesnar.
Yeah, so
they're basically the title has been dead for the last year and a half. They just gave it a Phoenix down, and now they're trying to raise its HP back to max. I may not
as long as the title defenses are good, and Roman versus Braun is going to be a knockdown, drag out, fucking war inside that Hell in a Cell. The rumor next opponent is Drew McIntyre, which they could have picked a better one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Drew McIntyre, I do, but God, no, do not feed McIntyre the reins. He deserves better.
Unfortunately, Raw is kind of starving for main event talent at this point. I mean, who else?
Especially since the two big main eventers are Roman's buddies.
Yeah.
I mean, what other main event caliber guys are on Raw outside of Roman and Braun?
There's Elias. He's around the cusp.
I need to see him win an IC title before I can consider it. You know what I mean?
He needs one.
He needs a good dry run with a championship before he goes for the big fish.
Better yet, give him one good feud with somebody approaching that level.
Yeah. Well, you could have given it to Bobby Lashley, but you fucked that shit over.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley needs a lot of work before he even gets close to that belt.
Mike Shell said Lashley, but you fucked him over royal with Sami Zayn, unfortunately. You can say Kevin Owens, but fucker up and left and quit after the IC title match in Toronto. Which, by the way, he wins this week for that promo.
Yeah.
And for those wondering, what did he say? Oh, no, go ahead. Now you turn on me. Well, I got your T-shirt money, bitches. It doesn't matter to me.
Yep. Thank you, Matty, French translator.
Yeah. Shame I couldn't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let's see. In better news, it seems like finally Neville is free.
Free as a bird now. Yeah. They somewhere in the last couple of weeks before the thing happened, they said, you know what, Neville, fuck it, you're gone. Get out of here. And since he wasn't on TV for 90 days plus, he was off TV for a year. 90-day no complete. Forget about it.
So, could that mean that Pac is all in?
All I'm going to say is Ospreay fly your ass to Chicago and call out Pac.
Or maybe...
Hell, he tweeted about it.
He did.
Me Pac, he says. I could see it happening. I want to see it happening.
Or maybe Pac with the firing squad?
I could see Pac more as Suzuki Goon.
Yeah, he's more a Suzuki Goon guy.
Yeah, Suzuki would welcome him with open arms.
With arms wide open, under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. I'll show you love.
No, I'll show you pain. I'll show you suffering. With arms wide open. No witnesses.
All right, to the next bit of news.
Oh, God, it's good to be back. All right, moving on.
According to a certain British wrestler, WWE 2K19 will now be a perfect scoring game for no reason whatsoever.
And you can, if that is the sound of every major video game reviewer sucking WWE's dick right now.
No. This is a British wrestler saying this, and we had a discussion on Tuesday, and I still don't understand it.
What's there to understand, mate? The game is going to be 10 out of 10. Best wrestling game of all time.
Ah, I see why. It's because Pete Dunne's in the game, isn't it?
Of course it's Pete Dunne in the game. The game was crap before Pete Dunne, and the designers were like, this game is crap. We should put something in here to bring up the score. And they're like, I know, let's put in that bloke Pete Dunne. He's a real man, he is.
By the way, that would make Fire Pro Wrestling World a perfect game because Pete Dunne is in that game too, last time I checked.
Yes, he is, and you can trust me, ShintigerCurl.
So yeah, we got Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Shayna Baszler, Velveteen Dream, Undisputed Era were among those revealed this week. I believe also Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan as well.
Yeah.
So quite a few new names for 2K19.
Yeah, just don't play Velveteen Dream in the game.
Why not?
Why not?
Because apparently Austin Creed beat him in like No Mercy, but Velveteen Dream.
I was like, the Dream has no
memory.
The Dream has
no memory of that.
But I recorded for Up Up Down Down.
The Dream has no memory of that.
That was must have been somebody else, but it wasn't the Dream.
Going on over to the World of Impact, one thing that happened while we were away is Kingston ran over a kid.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, casualty of war.
Although kid survived, he's just in the hospital now. So he's not dead.
War. Casualty of war.
Yeah, that was some street shit.
Yeah, that was some straight hood shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then King and the OGs went to the corner store to celebrate. And luckily for them, there was a taco truck there too.
Of course. Also, Cage is a beast. Let's just say that.
Cage is a motherfucking monster. A monster.
Am I the only one who found it who noticed that it was extremely odd that Melissa Santos' kayfabe boyfriend was wrestling her real life boyfriend?
I did not make that connection until as soon as you said that. Wow.
Yep. As soon as I saw the match, I was like, oh, this must be really awkward for Melissa. Yeah.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
But yeah, Phoenix versus Cage was awesome. Cage was doing as many flips as Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Which is just weird because he's like all beefed up and muscly, yet he's still doing like keeping up with him with his speed. And of course, the finish, powerbomb off the top. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, that powerbomb, that
Chris
fucking
Candido.
pile driver was something too.
Yeah, that pile driver, but like the Chris Candido bomb, like loved it.
Fuck. Looking forward to watching that again.
Let's see. We also have crowned a new Knockouts champion in Tessa Blanchard.
Good for her.
Yep, that was a triple threat match between her, Allie, and the champion Su Yung. It looks like Allie was about to defeat Su Yung, but Tessa Blanchard came out of nowhere, rolled Allie up, and of course grabbed the tights because heel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Heel's got to heal.
Heel's got to heal. Haters gonna hate.
And overall, the match was pretty good.
Blanchard's gonna Blanchard. That made no sense. Moving on.
And of course, in the main event, something that Shin really wanted to talk about, Moose and Eddie Edwards versus Austin Aries and Killer Cross.
Yes.
Take it away, Shin.
Killer Christopher Cross.
There's no Christopher.
You sure?
Yes,
we're sure.
We're
sure.
Okay. What's his real name then? Killer what?
Kevin.
Oh, Killer Christopher Kevin Ross.
Damn it!
He's not Ross. He's not Jim Ross. He's not Ross Twiddell. He's not Ross Gellard.
He's not King, Ross.
Is he Mike? Insert nickname here, Ross.
No.
I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. But yeah, it was a good main event, highlighted by the fact that Moose has turned heel on Eddie Edwards.
Basically.
Betrayal! What? Betrayal! Betrayed me!
Tell me I'm wrong.
I should have had that playing in my head when that happened.
So yeah, Moose ended up just beating the shit out of Eddie Edwards, and kind of interesting to see where they go from here.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! What the fuck am I looking at?
What?
It's a picture from Dragon Con of Xavier Woods dressed as Sailor Mercury.
What?
I'm not kidding. Someone just shared it in the group. There is a group picture of a bunch of people cosplaying as Sailor Scouts, and dead in the center is Xavier Woods as Sailor Mercury.
Well, it's not the first wrestling personality to dress up as a Sailor Senshi.
Oh my God, I just saw it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Share that shit.
I'm tempted.
No, you don't. You share that shit, Matty. Share that shit. You must. It's your duty.
You know what? Load, you piece of garbage. Come on. There you go. This is, I can't stop staring at this.
And there you have it. That's what they're going to do.
I got it. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a thing. There it is, right there.
Yes.
And I'll just take your word for it.
And Xavier looks so hyped to be there.
He looks so happy to wear that skirt.
I'm sure you were too, Matty.
This puts me in a weird place because I've always had a crush on Sailor Mercury, so...
Same here.
I don't know how to feel about this.
That is quite badass. Yeah, he looks quite badass in that picture, and he's not the only dude dressed as a Sailor Senshi.
Yeah. I think that's what softens the blow a little bit there. Just a tad.
And now the New Day have an idea of what to dress up as for next year's WrestleMania.
I have no comment on this. I'm like, good for him. That's all I can say there.
I would like to talk about
Lucha thing.
I would like to talk about Lucha Underground, but the recording for this week's episode on my DVR was really fucked.
I can talk about it for you.
So I'll be watching it later on. I'll find a way to watch it eventually. However, the one thing we have to talk about is the fact that this year's G1 was won by Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah, and a great matchup between he and Kota Ibushi in the final, which then was proceeded between Omega versus which was Omega versus Ibushi in the B Block final matchup. By the way, for those needing some funny eye bleach, here's a better picture. Here's some of that'll make you chuckle.
Yes.
I don't know what you're posting, but I'll just assume it's funny.
Yep.
It is. It is.
It took me a full day to get that, and I'm like, God damn it. Piece of shit. You Canadian piece of shit.
Come on. Come on.
Look. That is cheese. That is cheese right there.
Okay, I saw this on Facebook, and I still don't exactly get this.
All right, well, let's do the math for those who don't know, because you need to be a Power Rangers fan. So you got Johnny Unbosh on the immediate left. He plays Adam Park from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers EO. And part of Turbo, but no one talks about part of Turbo. Yeah. In the middle, you have the Power Rangers Wild Force Ranger, whose first name happens to be Cole.
Yeah.
And the picture on the immediate right needs no introduction. It is exactly what it says on the picture.
Now put it all together.
I am evil, Matty. I am evil, Matty. I am evil, Matty.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of evolutionary chart?
No, I'm going to keep it simple for you. Adam Cole, baby!
I hate you so much.
See, Matty, I'm not alone. You are a piece of shit for this.
All right, Shin? Shin?
Yes.
Shin?
Yes.
What you need to do is find the toughest guy in the hood, send him over to Canada. I'm talking about the type of guy that when he goes to the corner store, they just give him stuff.
Oh, I know the perfect guy to do that. I know the perfect guy. No, don't worry, you'll be getting a visit sometime soon, Matty, from our boy Delicious. It's fucking stupid.
I'm a fucking. You know what? I don't care. I'm a fucking evil genius. That's what it is. It was an epiphany. I'm like, wait, Adam Cole. Oh God.
It took me a day to figure this out. It's a picture of Adam and Cole and oh my God damn it, Adam. Piece of shit.
All right, so getting back on track, the PWI 500 list was released this week.
And people lose their shit over Roman Reigns. I'm like, guys, you're not looking at the big picture here. This is like 2 years in a row since WCW closed that a top wrestler on the PWI 500 isn't a WWE superstar. I mean, seriously, Hairball, Misha Mayhem, you guys were losing your shit because Roman Reigns doesn't deserve to be on the list. Folks, A, you had some good matches. B, PWI upholds kayfabe. They put that as part of the best judging criteria.
Yeah, they essentially go by who usually has the best win-loss record and all that.
Objectively speaking, despite my dislike for how they're booking Roman Reigns, I will say he does put on quality matches.
Yeah, he's really improved as far as his ring work is concerned.
Yeah.
And however, the most important part is the fact that, at the very least, he's not number one. That goes to Mr. Omega.
Yeah.
By the way, guess who made it to number 499?
Your boy.
Elfino, Davino, Gino.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations to him, by the way.
Actually, I'm a little more upset that Brock Lesnar even cracked the top 10.
Yeah.
Considering
Miz cracked the top 10, he's had a good he's had a good year win-loss record wise, and he's the top goddamn heel in the company. That should account for something.
Yeah. Brock, he has had very few matches, and all of them were not exactly good.
But upholding kayfabe. He's a fuck you. In the judging period, he's undefeated. That goes a long way. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
I'll agree that it's bullshit. But again, you have to uphold kayfabe, which is what PWI does.
But I'm just happy that Kenny is number 1.
Kenny is number 1. Okada was number 4, I believe. I think it's somewhere in there.
AJ was number 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Which fits his current character now because Joe is about to cuck him seriously.
Yes.
I was telling T-Dub that one day before that match, Samoa Joe is they're gonna cut to Samoa Joe in his locker room eating Wendy's.
Oh, speaking of that, Samoa Joe. Oh, Wendy! 2 minutes later, 2 hours later, cut to the Wendy's Twitter. Steiner Math. The Steiner Math promo. I'm golf clapping this.
Yes.
I will not stop golf. I'm not even golf. It's not. No, I am applauding this. Oh.
Am I the only one who imagined Scott Steiner dressed as Wendy when he cutting that promo with the long red pigtails and the blue-white dress?
Sleeves cut out the butt to show off the peaks.
Yep.
I know for a fact that whoever runs the Wendy's gimmick isn't watching this right now. That needs to happen. That just needs to happen.
And Pugsley's losing her shit because I shared that picture of Xavier Woods dressed as Sailor Creek to her.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Seems par for the course. By the way, she's going to kill you for mentioning that.
Oh,
I don't care.
God.
She lives in Jersey. I live in Texas. She can't come down here.
You don't know that.
You
She doesn't
say
like
that.
she
You say
doesn't
that.
like heat. She doesn't like the heat. She'll spontaneously combust when she steps over the border.
Texas doesn't have like this heat barrier over the rest of the country.
Yes, it does.
Trust
That's
me,
not how
I should
this-
know. I was in California for a week. I was roasting.
Anyways, that is going to do it for all the news that I have.
I have a little bit of news that I mentioned before the chat, before we went live. Devil will know this. PWC just released its next monthly tournament this week. PWC Destino.
Probably for those not in the know, please explain PWC.
PWC stands for Pulse Championship Wrestling. It is a tournament using the Fire Pro Wrestling World engine, where every month patrons to Pulse would be assigned a wrestler, and those wrestlers will face off in a massive tournament. Whoever wins the tournament will be crowned that month's champion. And that champion will face off against the PWC champion, the PCW champion.
Are you dyslexic?
A little.
Okay.
And the current PCW champion is, of course, Tetsuya Naito, the only 2-time PCW champion in PCW wrestling history. This was a very stacked tournament featuring legends such as Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair, Charlotte Flair, Asuka. We saw the debut of Shawn Michaels, Edge and Christian, Triple H, The Undertaker, and Vader. And this was we had some in the first round matchup. We had Omega versus Ibushi, with a rematch from last month's tournament. We had Taker versus Triple H. We had Taker versus Neville, which included a incredible spot where Neville went for a Hurricane Rana or something off the top rope, and the Undertaker turned it around into an avalanche tombstone pile driver.
Okay then.
Yep.
I see what this is. I was looking at Sailor Piccolo up there in that picture. Sailor Ball Z.
Nice.
What?
That's the mashup on the picture.
Okay then.
So yeah, for those wondering why is that dude green, Piccolo, Sailor Piccolo. And I believe Xavier is trying to be Sailor Goku, Mercury.
Maybe.
And now you're all picturing Goku dressed as a Sailor Senshi.
I've seen it before. It does not bother me. But this month's PWC tournament winner, PCW, thank you, tournament winner, it will surprise you. This month's champion, CM Punk.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
The cult of personality?
Oh no, maybe.
But yeah, he went through a lot of people to get there. He beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. He beat Brock. Yeah, he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin in the first round.
What?
Yeah. Second round, he took down Macho Man Randy Savage, who was on fire in this particular tournament.
Oh yeah.
Third round, he took down Brock Lesnar, busted him wide open, and made him bleed like a stuck pig.
Ooh.
Fourth round, for the semifinals, he took down HBK, who had just beaten Vader in the quarters, and in the finals, he beat Okada.
Alrighty then.
But unfortunately, he wasn't able to beat Naito, who beat him in 3 minutes flat.
Tranquilo.
Yep.
Well, news-wise on my end, I could tell you I had a great time at Fighting Back 8. They had a great card. They had their Fighting Back Invitational was quite literally a Royal Rumble, a delayed entry battle royal.
Huh.
Winner got a shot at the C4 title. By the way, the amount raised that night alone, without the streaming amount of money that they were doing with New Legacy, which was streaming for that particular weekend, $25,560.
Wow,
all going
nice.
to the Canadian Cancer Society, by the way. So there you go. Great night, Jeff Cobb.
Mr.
Gentlemen, if you have to do something in life, go watch Jeff Cobb live before WWE gobbles him up. He is. The hype is real.
Yep.
There was a particular spot where it was a chop fest against his opponent, Walk Weapon Josh Alexander. And chop fest. It's a chop, and then it turns into punches. And then Cobb throws a headbutt to the chest, and it sounds like a chop. That's how hard he threw it. It got me out of my seat screaming, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. I'd expect nothing less from Hawaiian Jeff.
Ugh. This guy is as tall as I am, and this fucker can throw him. Holy shit.
He's Hawaiian. Does that make him the new Kona Crush?
No, he's the new Samoa Joe, but only Hawaiian. That's why I call him Hawaiian Jeff.
All I'm going to say is Kona Crush will be crushed by Jeff Cobb, who is allegedly Matanza Cueto, as he joked. Also, you're going to love this. The shirt he was wearing, Repo Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was repping Repo Man.
This just makes me miss doing story time with Dusty Rhodes.
Oh man.
Could have worked.
Could have worked in one of those jokes. Right. I'm not gonna dare do anything else. I had a first person Matty, and then I decided probably just not gonna tell you. the MP4 will be available on digital through Smart Mark Video and all the other stuff. And the DVD will be available as well. All I'm going to say is it is worthwhile. Spend the money. It's going to a good cause. That being said, I believe it is time for the thing I do.
The thing.
The thing that we do at this particular time.
The
Time!
thing
For your emails and comments of the week, you can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. And this particular segment is brought to you by New World by Greg Haynes. The new book is available on Amazon.com for Kindle. And I believe it is paperback as well, correct?
Yes, it just came. I just finished formatting it all, and it's now available for paperback.
There you go. And who has won yet, Don? The Nintendo Freak. We're not playing pro wrestling. We're just talking about pro wrestling. Sorry, bud. And who has won? Between Cobb and Josh. Josh Alexander won the match, I can tell you that much. But it was a knocked out, drag out to the end. So, that being said. We only have one email this week because apparently you guys forgot that I had a show this week, Hairball. I like the roast Hairball. And it's coming from, you know who it is, T-Dub. Give him a minute. I think he started. There you go. I think you got it. T-Dub.
T-Dub.
What?
It's Fritz. It's our buddy.
Is he our buddy?
Well, it's our regular. It's our one regular emailer.
Is it Chuck Mortimer?
Going 2 weeks without a show with T-Dub. This is what I get.
Is he Evil Rev?
Well, he's in the chat.
It's ShintigerCurl, isn't it? He sent the email.
I'm right here.
Over here. He's right over here. We're plugging his book.
Oh, hey, Shin, when'd you get here?
T-Dub, have you been doing drugs again?
I'm not doing drugs, however, I'm drinking Canada Dry.
Spiked with cocaine?
No! I'm drinking this because I've been having stomach issues the past couple of days.
Stomach
not a bad
issues.
idea. Ginger ale?
Use.
Canada Dry, not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's made with real gingers.
Stomach issues brought on by your rampant drug
You
abuse.
know who it is, T-Dub. Straighten the name out. You know you want to.
French Otaku.
Really? You're just going to do that? Like, I know you're out of practice and shit, but you could do better than that.
That was flaccid.
You know, there's a joke there. I'm not going to go for it. Boom! There we go, baby.
And boom goes the dynamite.
There you go.
And boom goes the dynamite.
That must have felt good. By the way, he begins by saying, "Hello, knockers. Happy days are here again." Wait for it. Wait for it. Pies. It's great to see you back again, and Matty, I hope you enjoyed Fighting Back 8. Also, I'm sorry for the loss of the Seraph. I saw the tweet from RVT, even if I don't know him or have heard of him. You have my sincere condolences. On to real business. Yeah, we were off last week, and Easy and I literally were back Tuesday, and we had just heard the news around, 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, and I got thing was I got the news from Pugsley because she checked his Facebook and she saw the post and then she messaged me, and then I messaged a whole bunch of Broken Infinite people.
Yeah, that's how I learned.
It still sucks because we were with him last year at Ranger Stop, but that was one of the things we were looking forward to this year, just to see him again. But anyway, on to the real business. He continues. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2018. Awesome. Go watch it. We have new champions in Ricochet and Kairi Sane, and the main event, Ciampa, you lucky son of a bitch, 4.5 out of 5. SummerSlam, finally they dropped the belt off Lesnar, even if it's obvious trolling by Vince, thinking that the Strowman would cash in, but nope, the big bitch is your Universal Champion. I love how you threw the big dog against the big bitch like that. Can we please move on by, I don't know, making Reigns a villain, please?
No.
Nope. As for the rest, Miz won thanks to some brass knucks. Rollins is new IC champ. Congrats, Ronda for winning the Raw Women's Championship.
Brass
If you're asking
knucks?
my opinion of the match, she did okay.
Brass knucks?
The Miz. Well, it is allegedly brass knucks, but
I didn't see any knucks.
my guess is
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a roll of quarters or something.
All I personally saw was The Miz hitting a clean fist on Daniel Bryan and Bryan going down like a bitch.
That's what I saw.
Poor Becky, no wonder she got pissed at Charlotte, but it was stupid for her to turn her heel since Charlotte is better as a villain. Joe is a MILF hunter, but the real winner? Oh, just wait. 3.5 out of 5 is rating, so we're in sync here. Winners for those who won the title at SummerSlam and TakeOver Brooklyn. The ending of this week's episode of Lucha Underground. Can't wait for Mundo versus possibly Ricky Mundo in the near future. Also, oh hi Joey Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Yeah. Nice to see him. Nice to see him again.
Yeah, nice to see he's employed.
Yeah.
The newest episode of OSW review considering the Royal Rumble 1993. I can't imagine Vince masturbating on Lex's physique. Or if that. Oh, don't tease me, Lex. Wow.
Well, Bobby did his best to try.
Oh my God, yeah, he did.
Shin, click the link in the Skype chat.
Should I click it too?
Is this porn?
Look, just read the link before you click it if you don't believe me.
I don't know. I've seen Fire Pro porn before.
Where? And how?
T-dub.
All I'm getting is a sign in the page,
you
by
have
the
to
way.
sign to your PSN first. Fuck. It's a custom ring match somebody made for Fire Pro World, and it's JoJo's.
Which JoJo's?
Bizarre Adventure?
No, I know that, but which JoJo?
Let's see if let's see if I can at least get you guys a thumbnail.
Well, I do see something. Let me try it again.
There you go. You guys can see it.
We got it. There we go. Oh.
Wait a minute, that's not JoJo's.
You thought it was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it was me, Dio.
Oh, that's Kenshiro.
Kenshiro?
Yeah, Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Never seen Fist of the North Star?
T-Dub,
No.
I am telling that to John tomorrow. I'm telling the Shades tomorrow.
Like, I've never had really the opportunity to see it yet.
Yeah, it's Kenshiro. You can see the 6 scars on his chest. And I think that other dude's supposed to be Rao. Or it could be Salza. I can't really tell because of the coloring. But yeah, that's Fist of the North Star.
I should probably get into watching that eventually. Then there's a lot of anime I haven't seen yet.
Basically, Fist of the North Star is, what if Jesus knew kung fu and could blow people up with a touch, and it was set in the world of Mad Max?
Yeah, he's got it right. He's got it right.
Yeah.
Sounds like you'd be a fun video game.
And
He
you,
is a fun
Reverend, you've
video
never
game.
seen Fist of the North Star? We need to get you that box set, brother.
Yeah, it is a fun video game. A fun fighting game, too.
A box set, man, that sounds like it's a long-running anime then.
Not really.
It's short enough, I think we could say. The community manager at Wendy's, for those who haven't seen it last week when Joe screaming Wendy's at camera, the CM wrote on Twitter a parody of Scott Steiner's math promo from Impact. Here's a text, and I think I know what I need to do with this. Bumped it into the mic there. There we go. T-Dub, have your Scott Steiner warmed up.
Do you guys give me a script?
I will, and I will paste this as soon as I possibly can. There we go. Should be popping up. There we go.
All right. You know what they say? All birds are created equal. But look at Baconator. You look at frozen beef. You see, the statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another cheeseburger, you have 50-50 chance winning. But you never see, but never got frozen beef. It's not normal. You got 25% chance at best at beat us. Then you add shooting brain cheeseburger to the mix. It's just a way drastic go down. See, the drive for lunchtime, you got 31 chance of winning, but we got 62 chance of winning because we King knows he can't beat us. He's not even gonna try. So first, you take a 33rd chance, minus our 25 chance winning, and you got a third chance of winning at lunchtime. But then you take our 75 chance winning. If we go 1-on-1, that's 62 per chance, and we got 2/3 chance winning at lunch. See, Joe, numbers don't lie, and this for deliciousness for you at lunchtime.
Hot fire, he concludes with that.
a little fast for my taste, but it was pretty good.
Then again, the pattern works. Losers, the idea of turning Becky Lynch heel to make Charlotte look good, judging by the fans' reaction. It's a bust. It was. Speaking of the brawl last week, where have you been, Asuka? Apparently, she'll team up with Naomi to take out Less Cool. I mean, the iconic duo. How the mighty have fallen. Toni Storm for being injured and thus dropping her WXW Women's Championship. Hope she comes back at 100%. And no, she was injured after the tapings of the Mae Young Classic. Dark Side Phil. Shin,
Yeah.
I think you know where this is going. Why? He says. The fucker rage quits the tutorial of Fire Pro Wrestling during his stream. The tutorial! How low could you get? Oh, wait.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Let me
Ladies
guess.
and gentlemen, I died at the tutorial for dungeon for Link to the Past. I am vindicated.
Let me guess.
I am vindicated.
I can
I'm
probably.
no longer the worst gamer.
I can probably
Rage
guess.
quitting at Fire Pro, really?
I can probably guess how it went. What did you do? How do you wrestle? I don't understand what this is. Oh, my input's dropped. Oh, the game is terrible. I'm just gonna delete it. Bye-bye, you terrible game. Hack, hack, snort, snort.
Probably.
Oh, God. The feedback concerning Izzy, Bailey's superfan, being chokeslammed by Effie, a pro wrestler from Fest Wrestling, and people like Chelsea Green, X-Pac, Lindsay Dorado, and X-Pac getting triggered about it. Okay, I don't know if I'm in the minority. But one, she's fine. She tweeted that it was the last bump she'll take for a while. Two, plus she's training to take bumps without hurting herself. My hope is that she doesn't end up like Paige years later. Two, the guy that did the chokeslam is a pro. If he wasn't okay to do the spot, he wouldn't have done it during the show. Three, Kenny Omega gave an enziguri to a 9-year-old girl in Japan, and no one seems to complain. I swear the same mentality that most feminists and SJW were. I swear it's the same mentality that most feminists and SJW groups. Where's Ben Shapiro when we need him? First off, about that bump. I saw that video. That was a clean bump.
And Ben Shapiro is too busy fucking himself.
As he should be, because he should go fuck himself.
If she knows what she's doing, and if he knows what he's doing, and she's okay afterwards, the fuck's the problem?
That's it.
As long as it's not just her taking bumps, this isn't going to be a regular thing because
she said it's not good. She said she's trading it. She's not doing it a regular thing. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And again, French Otaku brought up a good point. Kenny Omega, 9-year-old girl, Enziguri.
Although Cornette did blow a gasket over that because, well, he's Cornette.
Oh, yeah, he's Cornette. And then again, I can't blame him because, well, it's exactly what it says on the goddamn tin. But
he's killing the business, goddammit! How dare you go in the business and start integrating little girl, you're gonna kill business, expose business, goddammit! Fuck!
You're killing the business. Everything was better when I did things back in the 80s. Everybody knows that.
Back when I was doing goofy shit in the 80s, it was awesome, but now people doing goofy shit now, it's terrible, it's killing the business, it's exposing the business, it's making everything look bad.
We need Brian Zane on this show one day.
Speaking of exposing the business, how about I expose my dick to y'all? Look at it. It's all white and wrinkly. Look at it.
We need Brian Zane on this show. If for nothing else, that Jim Cornette impression.
Wow. I'll ask him.
Thank you, fuck you, bye. Must say hey, that is.
I'll ask him. Doubt he'll answer, but...
Oh, God, that's it. Have a great fucking night. I hope you enjoy All In as well, buddy. That's all I'm going to say there. All right, before I say the following, because we're done with the emails, the segments will be a little extra long this week. Because the next clip, of course, the big clip I want to highlight was Christopher Daniels talking about his matchup against Stephen Amell for All In. But Jay Lethal had to bust out something awesome, so we're gonna take a little extra time, about 7 minutes instead of the 5. We will return with more stuff. All right? Make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
So you guys got a little extra time to stretch, get yourself something to drink. Same here for you folks out here at home. Just saying it now. Yes, those. Ow! Sorry. Those were emails and comments of the week. You get some of the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. Brought to you by New World by Greg Haynes. The book is now available on Amazon.com. And for digital and paperback. We shall return with our preview of All In. When we return, do not go far.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Tired, achy back got you up against the ropes? Burning, itchy hemorrhoids making you cry for mommy? Performance anxiety making you feel embarrassed and like less of a man? Introducing Elite Cold Spray! The #1 cure for dry eye syndrome. Elite Cold Spray. If you order now at YoungBucksMerch.com, we will throw in a complimentary can. Elite Cold Spray, the preferred dry eye cure. Oh my God! This burns! This product doesn't even work, guys! It pisses me off! It pisses me off! Who even planned this whole thing?
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
They said I was okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, you're okay. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna get out of here. Where do you think you're going? Yeah. You ain't going nowhere, chump. Cause Playtime's over, yeah! That all-in spot, the spot that you got, is all mine, yeah. Cause let me tell you, you wouldn't be nothing without Machismo, yeah. Only reason they know your name is because of me right here. I'm going to All In, baby, and not you. Stay home, yeah! No. Oh, no.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The recent success of WWE superstar Kevin Owens has led to a wave of support from his fans, while his former boss, Jim Cornette, has been universally derided for his previous comments about Owens' potential as a draw in professional wrestling. But Cornette's miscues don't stop there. Now Time Life is bringing all of the Louisville Sluggers' gaffes and goofs straight to you with a Jim Cornette Gets It Wrong box set. Rejoice as all of Jim Cornette's incorrect predictions about wrestling are gathered into one collection of CDs for your listening pleasure. It's not just Kevin Owens and the Young Bucks. Listen to what he has to say about some of the all-time legends.
Steve Austin's never going to draw a dime by flipping people the bird. The best thing The Undertaker can do for his career right now is to completely retcon his dead man character and become a tobacco-chewing biker. A football league owned and operated by Vince McMahon, those guys are going to get ratings like no one's ever seen.
Everyone knows the real experts in wrestling are the fans, not someone with decades of experience. Besides, experts can never be wrong. Regale in Cornette's hilarious screw-ups.
I've booked all over the country, and if there's one thing I know that hardcore wrestling fans do not want, it's stupid, flippy bullshit. John Cena will go down as one of the most universally beloved wrestlers of all time, provided he never, ever loses. TNA is a viable wrestling organization with a bright future ahead of it.
They're all here, from Triple H to Samoa Joe, from WWE to Ring of Honor, and everything in between. Listen in awe to an industry mainstay who hardcore wrestling fans call out of touch, stuck in the past, and fat. A man whose only crime is calling out a small sample of internet darlings for being unprofessional assholes stuck in an indie wrestling mentality.
You tell one guy to get in shape, all of a sudden you're a pariah.
And if you call right now, you'll get a bonus disc. Jim Cornette Gets It Wrong, U.S. History Edition.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt's the kind of president who's only going to serve one term his entire career.
It can all be yours now for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. To order, call 1-800-492-6279. That's 1-800-IWC-MARKS.
Thank you, fuck you, bye. My CD, that is.
I think that acting and professional wrestling have one very important thing in common, and that's that to the outside world, to an untrained eye, it looks so easy. It looks like anyone can do it. A fan watching on television sees roles being played or sees matches being wrestled and thinks, I can do that. I want to do that when I grow up. And after 25 years, I've become very possessive of professional wrestling because I've put every drop of my sweat, every drop of my blood, every ounce of my desire, my passion into professional wrestling. So you can imagine my shock and my frustration when I heard you, Stephen Amell, I heard you say out loud, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? Like you were contemplating solving a math equation or mixing up a quick cup of coffee. How hard can it be? And I thought to myself, CD, you're the perfect person to show him how hard it could be. You could tell him, Christopher Daniels, about what it was like to break into the business in 1993 when your trainers and their compatriots tried to weed out the people that weren't tough enough by beating on them over and over and over, hour after hour after hour, day after day after day. Every training session you were in where you would come home bruised and spitting blood. Or you could tell him, CD, about the time you went to a chiropractor because your neck was sore, and the chiropractor looked at your x-ray and said, young man, when did you break this vertebrae in your neck because it's healed over and scarred and become spurred, and your neck will never be the straight neck that you had when you were a young man. You could tell him that story. You could tell him countless stories of the travel schedule and the brutality and the fists and the kicks and the big bumps, falling from great heights and landing on hard cement. You could tell him all of those stories, Christopher Daniels. Or, Stephen, I could just show you how hard it can be. I can step into the ring in the Sears Center and I can show you just how hard professional wrestling really is.
There you go. We're back here on the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RBT Entertainment on BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places. We're live on Twitch.tv/RBT Entertainment. Matty J, TWK, and ShintigerCurl, soon to be New York Times best-selling author.
One can hope.
That'd be something. Like, let's be conservative. 6 months from now, you come on the show. New York Times best-selling author. That's got a good rating to it.
I just want to do better than Empress Teresa. That's a short-term goal.
That's fair enough.
I just want to be better than Empress Teresa.
Yeah, we're back at Wrestle-Cast, and ladies and gentlemen, this is something. If you asked me about this a year ago, I'll be previewing a professional wrestling pay-per-view that is completely independently funded and has sold out 10,000 seats, that it's not WWE, I'd be like, you're crazy. But this is one of those situations where I'm like, here we are. This whole thing started off of a response of a tweet by Dave Meltzer saying that Ring of Honor could not sell out a 10,000 seat plus building. The bet was met, and just under 30 minutes later, 29:45 to be precise, the building is sold out. The card has been announced, for the most part. And I'm on the Wikipedia page to discuss All In, a pay-per-view event promoted by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks.
And just to note, this is the first non-WWE or WCW show in the U.S. to sell 10,000 tickets since '93.
Yes.
Ring of Honor will be the second because of the MSG sellout, but he's right.
Yes.
Well, we'll get the things going. I'm loving this wiki page right off the bat. Well, let's get the stats going. All In from the Sears Center in Hoffman Estates, Chicago, Illinois. September 1st, 2018, a Saturday. That's going to be held. The tagline, the biggest independent wrestling show ever. They're not wrong. Theme songs, both called All In. One by Downstraight, the other one by Matthew Lee Papa Buck Massey. I hope I'm saying
Downstate.
it correctly. Huh?
Downstate.
Downstate. Thank you. I thought it was Downstraight. It's Downstate. Blech. I'm pretty sure I fucked up both names. I apologize and will accept a super kick in the near future. The people on the call: Don Callis, Excalibur, Timmy Baltimore and Ian Riccaboni. I believe it'll be Don Callis and Riccaboni on the main call for the pay-per-view. Ring of Honor announcers Justin Roberts and Bobby Cruz, and Ring of Honor's Bobby Cruz. The referees Earl Hebner, Paul Turner, Rick Knox, Todd Sinclair, and Jerry Lynn will be in there. And interviewers. I was going with OSW. Jerry Lynn. Interviewers Sean Mooney and Alicia Atu of a music blog. Yes, fame on YouTube.
Music blog, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was yes. It was yeah. Should be yes. More cheesy. Anyway. Now, obviously, they have not announced the actual order of the matchup because they want to actually, they want you to show up and actually enjoy the show. So the thing is all over the place. We will do the pre-show because it is on WGN America first. After that, we are aware that the main event will more than likely be for the National Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Championship.
No, the main event has been announced.
What is the main event?
The 6-man tag.
6-man tag?
I didn't know there was going to be a main event.
That's the actual main event?
According to Cody.
I thought it was going to be his title match.
It should be his title. You know what? I'm going to go for tradition's sake and just say it is the main event. And just an assumption, and we're just going to move on from here because it's the world title. It should be the main event. Should be the last match on.
Yeah.
Well, there's two world title matches.
Is that cool?
Well, there's two world title matches.
That's true. Yeah, of course. Ring of Honor world title will be in there as well. But in an actual points of build-up, I think the NWA title should be on last. But that's just for our preview. For the purposes of this preview, this is what we're going to go for. Everything else is in the order that I see on the Wikipedia. That being said, WGN America will be hosting All In 0 Hour, 2 matches. The first one, the Briscoes, Jay and Mark taking on SCU, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, who I am very certain will go on the microphone and say this is the worst town they have ever been in.
To a huge pop.
To a huge pop.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
SCU.
SCU.
And I love the name of this next one. The Over the Budget Battle Royale. 15 people in this one. And this one will determine the challenger for said Ring of Honor World Championship, which will be defended later in the card. The list as follows: Jordan Grace, Moose, speaking of, Rocky Romero, Colt Cabana, Ethan Page, Brian Cage, Billy Gunn, who, by the way, reminds you that he is indeed a ass man. Oh, I gotta fix that up there. Ass man. There you go. Jimmy Jacobs, Marco Stunt, Brandon Cutler, and Punishment Martinez are the announced participants, though the rumor has it Flip might be booked, but let's be honest, Flip is not all in.
He's going to show up in there as the Chicago Kid.
Probably.
Probably. This might seem out of the box, but I'm just going to go with the one guy I know who can not only win this battle royal, but beat Jay Lethal for the title. Matt Damon.
Now, if Matt Damon shows up, then it is over the budget.
Well, the thing is, apparently Billy Gunn himself just put the show over the budget.
Because he's Billy Gunn.
But my second choice would be Jordan Grace, because Jordan Grace makes me feel some kind of way.
No.
That and Jordan Grace is a beast. She'll wreck everyone.
She can hang in there. Also, my call, Brian Cage. If for nothing else, and like I played that bit where Jay Lethal turned into Black Machismo in the mirror, which, by the way, well done with the effect there. All I'm gonna say there is, simply put, Black Machismo shows up. Just saying. Black Machismo versus the machine called Cage.
And he confuses him for British Bulldog.
Yeah, Bulldog. Yeah.
Oh.
Ken. Yeah.
Yes, sir. He even got even more swole. Yes, sir. Look at that. Yeah.
Where's Matilda? Yeah. Hope she didn't
Where's
leave us
Matilda? Oh, wait.
surprise.
We cooked them and eat them. Never mind. Moving on. The main card, we're just going to go card down here, and we'll leave the world title matches till the end. It starts with Kazuchika Okada versus Marty. Seriously, I'm not fucked Skrull. Sorry, I had to. The villain Marty Skrull is what I meant. You know what? Let's not
go with Okada.
So you're saying Marty's fucked?
Yeah.
Well, let's look at it this way. I mean, you got Marty Skrull is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and a former Ring of Honor Trios Champion, and he's a very
champion, former Ring of Honor Television Champion as well.
Yeah, and Okada's been on something of a slump lately since losing his title, so it's possible that Marty could. No, he's completely fucked.
You know what? I'll be the odd man out. I want to see the villain win.
If you looked up
the odd man out.
If you looked up "fucked" in the dictionary, there's a picture of Marty Skrull.
Again, don't care. Villain to win. I want Marty to win. I really do. Joey Janela with Penelope Ford taking on Hangman Page in a Chicago street fight. God damn, this ought to be fun. Joey Janela on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to go with the bad boy.
I'm calling Hangman Page myself. What about you?
I predict the interference of a certain famous dick wrestler that we all know.
Yep, and because of the dick wrestler interference, the bad boy wins.
Yeah,
right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. 6-man tag: Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito with Theo Rossi. Rossi? Am I saying it correctly? Taking on the Golden Elite, Nick Jackson, and Kota Ibushi. Super kick.
Lots of super kicks.
Yep.
By the way, I love the fact that Shades is going to be there. Very awesome.
Who? What now?
Theo Rossi. He plays Shades on Luke Cage.
Oh, okay. Let's not confuse people, because there's a particular Florida man out there going, "What the fuck?"
Sorry, Shades. Someone more famous is more famous with you than with your name.
I don't think he cares, personally. Next up, speaking of that promo, Christopher Daniels taking on Stephen Amell in his very first singles match.
CD's gonna kill you. CD's gonna kill you. CD's gonna kill you.
Let me just say something about Mr. Christopher Amell.
Yeah.
I admire
Stephen Amell.
I'm sorry, I got
Christopher Amell.
And then I guess they did the fusion dance, so they made a new character. But anyway, consider the history that celebrities in wrestling have had, and Stephen Amell is an anomaly to say the least. I mean, we've seen a lot of celebrities step in the ring and quote unquote wrestle, but how many have we seen that have actually taken the time out to actually train and get better in the ring?
Not that many.
Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. Even so, and this guy's still willing to take the bumps that a lot of other celebrities would barely do. I mean, who was the last celebrity we knew that took a major serious bump or did anything? He doesn't count.
The only thing that could Arquette could count, I would say, MG Kelly with that power bomb.
Okay, yeah, he sold that like a champ, but yeah,
he did. But we're talking about actual wrestling matches. I think Amell would count.
Yeah, Amell has
SummerSlam 2013.
Yeah, He was, and he more than held his own in that match, and he has gotten
2013.
20.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Neville wasn't even on the main roster in 2013.
Could be 2015.
I'm pretty sure
It was
14,
when
15. It was still in the. It was. I know it was at the Staples Center. I do know that.
and it was around the time that Cody was still with the company as Stardust. So
yeah,
it would have to be 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going with this, I got to give kudos to Stephen Amell for going as far as he did. I mean, he's a member of the Bullet. He was a member of the Bullet Club. He could have just sat on his laurels and been done with that, but no, he chose to train, to get better, and now look at him now. So I expect a pretty good match between him and the Fallen Angel. Although but also this is another match where I kind of see the interference of a certain famous dick wrestler.
Joey Ryan.
Yes. I mean, this all started because Christopher Daniels framed him for the murder for murdering famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
Now, if there's any interference, it's going to be SCU.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's only if they're still there, because they don't want to stay in that city any much longer than they have to. So.
And for those wondering, hey, what about the women? Well, they got women: Madison Rayne, Britt Baker, Chelsea Green, and Tessa Blanchard in a 4-way contest. That's a good selection of women right there.
There
it is. Although, would have liked a second match.
Yeah, it would have been nice. You split those two in there, but all things considered, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Next up, the winner of said over the budget battle royal, taking on Black Machismo, Jay Lethal,
Or he could be Black Flair. Never know.
You never know. You never know.
But yeah, I see Matt Damon becoming the new ROH World Champion.
I'd like to see either Brian Cage or Jordan Grace become the new ROH World Champion.
That'd be something.
And I'll be feeling some kind of way if Jordan wins.
God damn it, Shen.
I can't help it, man. She does something for me.
Let me put it this way. Ladies and gentlemen, if Jordan Grace wins, here's what ShintigerCurl is going to be doing. He's touching himself tonight. Yep.
Houston, we have no problems.
And for those who don't know, ShintigerCurl lives in Houston.
So it's doubly true.
And next up, Kenneth Jerome Omega taking on Pentagon El Zero M or Jr., whichever you prefer. It's the same deal. He's an arm breaker.
I'm going to have to go to church for the first time in 20 years to pray. Can you make us say, God, this is Shin. I know I haven't been here in a while, but could you please not have Pentagon Dark break Kenny Omega's arm? We kind of need him in wrestling right now.
Your prayers will fall upon deaf ears.
Now, if you could have him break...
There we go.
Now, if you could have him break Roman Reigns' arm, then we're cool.
Oh, yeah. Get in there, break it. Check your mic again real quick.
Shen, your prayers will fall upon deaf ears.
There you go.
Come on, break Roman Reigns' arm.
Break it. We'll offer you a cookie.
2 cookies?
A ham sandwich.
Some Whataburger?
$10 million and whatever female wrestler on your lap.
Jordan Grace on my lap?
All right, moving on. Those.
Moving right along. We talked about Jay Lethal over the Battle Royal gimmick. That just leaves us with the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Or at least the big world title. Nick Aldis defending the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship, of which I have the replica in my hand right here. Taking on Cody Rhodes. Or, Cody, but we'll call it Cody Rhodes. Guess that's what it says on the thing. This could go either way.
I think
could honestly go
I think
either way.
Pretty good chance. I think there's a pretty good chance Cody's winning.
It might seem odd or a bit weird for someone who's booking the show to win the belt, but honestly, Cody's worked too hard for this. So, and it would be cathartic. I mean, Dusty did hold it would be nice for him to hold the same belt his dad did.
This could be up to Billy Corgan. What does he want to do with the belt? That's not necessarily on the booker here. That said, I think it feels super cathartic. Plus, Aldis did a wonderful job with the world title. Still does.
Yeah.
Cody's got a wider reach. This is one of those things I'm not going to call it. Because, honestly, I want to see what happens. I'm just going to enjoy the fact that the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship, which was once fought as dead and buried as the WWE Universal Championship once was, is now headlining a 10,000-seat sellout pay-per-view again.
Yeah.
That's history. The whole damn show is history.
Yeah,
we're just shooting the shit. We're doing the preview gimmick, as we said. But this is... When I say support your independent promotion as soon as possible, folks, if you're listening to this and are thinking of pirating this, fuck you. I don't care if you're broke. Sorry, boys. The present company excluded.
Yes.
If you have, it will be available for immediate on-demand streaming with New Japan Pro Wrestling World. So if you have that, you can watch it there. If you have Honor Club, you can watch it there. It'll be live there. It'll be also on demand there. If you do what I have done and have downloaded the Fight app on your phone, as I did, and have Chromecast, like I do, it's pricey. It's $54.99 Canadian. But I've chosen to spend that money because I am putting my money where my mouth is. Mm-hmm. I am supporting independent wrestling. This, what we just previewed, is independent wrestling. It is. It's not just a tagline. It's not just a slogan. It is the biggest independent professional wrestling program ever.
And can I just say something real quick about this?
Sure.
And I gotta give the credit. I gotta give most, if not all, the credit to Cody friggin' Rhodes. I mean, a few years ago when he left the WWE, a lot of people thought he wasn't going to be much of anything outside of him just going to TNA and just being a has-been or a never was. But instead, he worked his craft. Think about it like this: if All In was done 6 months after Cody left the WWE, I doubt it would have the hype and the build-up and the prestige that it has now. But because Cody Rhodes went out and showed the world that, hey, I'm more than just a guy in a mask and wearing gaudy makeup and all this. I'm a legitimately good professional wrestler. I want to show the world that the WWE missed the boat with me. And look what he's done in the preceding years since then. And I think that if Cody hadn't built himself up and built a reputation for himself in these preceding years, I don't think All In would be as great as it is. And that is not a knock against All In, but that is a testament to the hard work and dedication that Cody Rhodes has put in since he left. So that just makes me respect him all the more. I respected him before. Now, my respect for him is just universal right now.
2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
2016, he left, citing creative differences and a lack of a push. 2 years later, 2 Wrestle Kingdoms later, a Ring of Honor World Championship later, multiple other independent promotional titles later, he has come together on a response of a tweet by Dave Meltzer, come together with the Young Bucks and using YouTube as one of their main platforms in promoting All In.
Mm-hmm.
They sold out a 10,000. Let's get the actual attendance here because I know it'll be up there. I'm going to get that back up. That's not up yet. It's not official yet. But 10,000. It's somewhere in there, goddammit. I'll find it. Over to sell 10,000 tickets. I'll find it, damn it.
It's 10,000.
Yeah, 10,400. We'll go.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. 10,000. Do you know what number that is?
What is that number?
It's over 9,000!
Thank you, T-Dub. But yeah, they sold out at over 10,000 seats in under half an hour. Is what the point I was trying to make here. This is 2 years after he left WWE, citing creative differences and just a miserable attitude. I was watching 10 Pounds of Gold and all the relevant material building up to this mega event. And that's what it is. It is a mega event.
Mm-hmm.
This, if you are pirating this, you are doing professional wrestling as a whole a large disservice. Is what I'm trying to say. If you can't watch it live, if you have other means to watch it legally, do so. Do not find an illegal stream. Now, for the TV, look, I can't help you there. You know, like if TV, if you have to watch it, whatever. But if you have WGN America, go for it. If not, I believe the pre-show will be on the Fight app as well. I did check. They did have something of a pre-show in there.
Oh, Nuvarav says, there's no way that can be right, T-Dub. Could it?
If you have the means to watch it, either through the Fight app or Honor Club or whatever means.
It's also available on traditional pay-per-view.
It is available on traditional pay-per-view. You can call your... If you have not cut the cord, you could actually get it on your digital box and say, hey, here's my money. I want All In on my TV box thinking.
And also that means you can record it.
And Fight app offers, once you pay it, once it's cool, unlimited on demand for that pay-per-view as well. So if you have multiple choices with this. Do it legally.
Yeah.
Don't pirate it. Don't borrow it. Don't do this. Do it legally. If you've never supported independent wrestling before, which by the way, Ring of Honor was independent wrestling, so for a while, so you lie. But if you've never supported independent wrestling before, this is your chance to do it. And I will repeat it at the end of the show, as I've done it for the last 459 of these shows, plus all the other shows I did outside of this program. Do so. Buy All In. With the hype that it's amassed, you owe it to yourself. That being said, gentlemen, I believe it is indeed time for that thing we call winners and losers.
Yep.
ShintigerCurl?
I have quite a number of losers.
You had to breathe in and out for that one, didn't you?
Yep. First and foremost, special section, my perma losers list. Which of course I had in. One of them is of course a permanent resident of the perma loser spot, DSP. Not just because of what he that he rage quitted Fire Pro Wrestling World, but some comments he made on his pre-stream, some rather inappropriate comments about a tragedy that took place on Sunday, or over this weekend. I think we all know what that is. And he did mention it, but then he went on a tangent saying that he didn't want people talking about it, not because it's a tragedy, but because it would derail his stream. He offered no condolences, no well wishes to the victims or their families. He's like, this is my stream. I don't want you talking about anything but me and my stream. So if he wasn't on the perma loser list before, he is now. But he's not alone in that regard. Joining him on the perma losers list, and I mentioned this to you on Twitter, T-Dub. I mean, you and Matty, I mentioned it.
Yep.
Jason Sensation. For those of you who are unaware, Jason Sensation sent out a tweet that said that he was at Toronto live on Raw, that he stuck a gun in, and that he was going to kill himself on live air. Then we found out later from Vince Russo that it was all just a prank, a joke, a hoax. Now let me tell you something. I have a very bad history with suicide. I told T-Dub this story on the Rift Downs. My uncle committed suicide. He was suffering from depression. He went to my great aunt and asked her and told her that I feel like I'm going to kill myself. And she said, the last words she said to him were, "Don't do it in my house." And so he left, went to his house, and blew his brains out. So, and I've had other members of my family kill themselves. I've had friends kill themselves. I've had several experiences with suicide that I don't want to get into right now, but needless to say, I take suicide as an issue very seriously. It's not something that I joke about, not something that I speak lightly of. I have unfriended people who have tried, who've done shit like they say they're going to commit suicide and say they're while text messaging me on Facebook, and I'm like, you're not committing suicide and you're just doing this for attention. Stop it. I take that shit very, very seriously. And the fact that he was there with a gun made it so that I could not enjoy Raw. And I was just waiting to hear a gunshot. Or worse even still, him just snapping and deciding, I'm going to hell, so I'm taking a bunch of you with me. It's bad enough he said that. And it was less than 48 hours after said tragedy had took place. So I was scared that I was going to see another mass shooting on air. And for him to joke about something like that, that's not cool with me. That's not cool.
It makes you feel any better. They were able to sort all this out before Raw went on the air.
Yeah.
I hope they did, and I'm glad for it. But still, you don't joke about something like that. You don't joke about bringing a gun to some place, and you especially don't joke about killing yourself at some place. It's not something you joke about. I know he has mental issues, but still, that's not cool with me.
Yeah, to say he has mental issues is putting it very lightly. He's had a laundry list of just problems over the past few decades.
I know.
He's had drug issues out the wazoo. It's just a laundry list of things, and he's at times even just cut out friends from his life without reason.
Yeah, and that sounds like someone with a lot of issues, and I hope he gets the help he needs, but it's going to be a long. It might be a long time, if ever, that I'm even remotely remotely cool with Jason Sensation. After this podcast, I'm never going to mention his name again. I'm never even going to bring him up as a subject ever again. He is persona non grata after this.
All right.
So not only is he a loser, he's a perma loser.
T-Dub.
But as for regular losers,
right.
Sorry, I went on a rant there.
Yeah, you did. You kind of did.
WWE for just fucking shit up because they don't know how to book who should be a face and who should be a heel because they're booking the wrong people the wrong way. The Ascension for just being the Ascension. And Bobby Lashley because he is doing nothing right now. Just
other than singing with Elias in London, which was kind of awesome, admittedly, but
yeah.
But
those are my losers. So yeah.
T-Dub.
See?
Losers.
For losers, I am going to go with SmackDown for going an entire show without Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's a crime.
Yes.
Fair enough. And for me, what ShintigerCurl said about Jason Sensation. We just went through a mass shooting already because some guy was a sore-ass loser in video games. We don't need your shit. To think that my Macho Man pales in comparison to his Macho Man is like a fucking shame. That said, winners. Shin, take it out. Do I need the Pete Dunne award here? I believe we need the graphic for that, don't we?
Wait a minute. Hey Pete. Someone do we need to? Yeah, we do. We got some Pete Dunne awards to give out.
All right, there it is. We'll pop it up on the screen right now. There you go.
Damn, we're better pop it on the screen right now, Matty.
Yeah, it's up there.
All right, Pete Dunne awards for manly men doing manly things. It's gonna go. Well, one of them is gonna go to Becky Lynch for not taking anyone's crap anymore and looking good doing it. And also Jordan Grace, because she makes Shin feel some kind of way. And finally, Moose, Kevin Christopher Cross, and Austin Aries for showing people how it's really done to do a bloody heel turn. For you lot, you get the Pete Dunne Award for manly men doing manly things. Cheers.
All right. And before we continue, 5 bits from Mike Shell. Thank you very much. Winner, Epic Mealtime, and Xavier Woods.
I was just gonna say that. Don did not like it, but I enjoyed it because those guys are a lot braver than I am to drink coffee laced with the source. And of course, the obvious is the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes for All In being awesome tomorrow. You guys really deserve all the success that you're going to get tomorrow night.
Go get them. And to everyone in there, go get them out there. Play. Have fun. Stay safe. Give them hell tomorrow, gentlemen and ladies. T-Dub.
Yes.
Winners, please.
Yes. All right,
by the way, that's how T-Dub accepted Shin's asking to be on the show this week. It was a gift of that. Go ahead.
Pro wrestling, especially independent pro wrestling. What's up to this show is a roaring success, so we can have more All In shows.
Or more shows like All In.
Exactly.
For me, pretty simple. All Power Morphicon, since it's the first show back, I had a great time. Honestly, I bitched about the 4-hour line con that happened on Friday. I'm like, that's like pretty much the only wet fart I could think of. That was fun. I want to do it again in 2 years. That's how much. Fighting back 25,000 plus in the dollar count. Congratulations for that, Kevin Steen, because he's my goddamn boy. Cody and the Young Bucks in general for just pulling it off. And they're doing StarCast right now. They're in the middle of that. So All In tomorrow. That's gonna be fucking fun as hell. And All In, really, All In. Everyone involved. Well, I will repeat what I just mentioned. Have fun. Be safe. Give us something worthy to give a 5 out of 5, gentlemen and ladies. That's all I'm going to say there. Well, now, we got some plugs to do. And before we do anything else, Shin, I'm going to put that logo, that book up there, right back up there. New World.
Yes, New World. The newest sci-fi fantasy action thriller from yours truly, Mr. ShintigerCurl, a.k.a. Maxicorn, a.k.a. that dude who wrote that fanfic about Zelda and Sonic. But, yeah, this is 3 years of my life and my work poured into this massive 500-page first epic. The cover was, of course, done by our good friend, Mr. Evil Reverend, in the chat.
Yeah.
Thanks, Evil Rev.
Take a bow, by the way. That's a good cover, by the way. Take a bow, son. Take a bow.
So it was, of course, edited by Miss Molly Muse, a.k.a. the fiance of one Mark Muse.
Ooh.
A.k.a. the woman with the rainbow hair.
Yes, who now has rainbow hair. The ebook is available on both the ebook and the paperback are available on Amazon. The ebook is about $7.99. The ebook is $17.99. It would be cheaper, but because of formatting issues, I had to make the book bigger. So now it's like the size of a textbook. But yeah. Anything and buying it is very much appreciated. If you do buy it and read it, please leave a comment on a review of it on the page. Reviewing and leaving comments does help the book get higher on the Amazon ratings. So the more comments and reviews I get, the more exposure I get for the book. And as for my YouTube channel, which I can't talk about my book on because YouTube are dicks. You can find me on Maxicorn on YouTube. I'm getting back into the swing of things since I'm done with all this other stuff. I'm getting back in the swing with my Warmer Hordes videos. My next video will be reading one of the War Machine novels. This particular one, Blood and Steam, which is following the adventures of the pirate crew of the pirate ship Talon, as they fight bounty hunters and a mysterious fever that has broken out on board. It is a great little read, and you guys should check it out. So that's all I got going for me.
J-Dub,
I got a new video
you got a new video coming up. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Yeah, that'll be coming out as soon as the show ends. I'm going to be putting that up on thebrokeninfinite.com, which is the only place you'll be able to find it until Saturday night.
There you go. Looking forward to it. Real quick, where do you put it between the three games? Because I got Underground 1, Wasteland, Thug 2.
Well, I guess you'll just have to wait to see the video to find out.
All right. Fair enough. And, of course, here's what's going on here on this channel. Of course, wherever else we have. On Saturday, we have Helmsman with Tony Helms with the crew, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that. Sunday, Toku Refs Live. We are going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern. Why? It is the Kamen Rider Build Finale-thon. I have my booze ready. And hopefully we'll have some food as well. And we're saying goodbye to Kamen Rider Build. 6 p.m. Eastern for that Monday. Nothing going on Tuesday. Doubleheader once again on the Shades Twitch channel. It is Metricon Live with The Masquerade, which I've been told is good. And, of course, on here on this channel, Rift Down with TWK and the crew as they talk about more SmackDown Live and hopefully the appearance of the United States of Nakamura. That'd be great. On Wednesday, hopefully it'll be the return of our TRPG run with the Second City. 9 p.m. Eastern for that. And, of course, we'll be back Thursday, the regular return of the Ranger Recap. last night we did 2 huge episodes. We had we talked about some Ranger Stop news, and we covered both the return of Super Ninja Steel, which was episode 9, and Dimensions in Danger, the 25th anniversary special, which aired prime time, by the way. And we fucking liked it. But if you want to know our actual thoughts, the podcast will be up on our YouTube as soon as I can get it up tomorrow. Considering how much I've been running around, don't expect it to be up early. I want to sleep after this show, ladies and gentlemen. Not kidding. That being said, of course, we'll be back here next Friday with our review of All In. Can't believe I just said that. That's going to be fucking awesome to talk about that. And, of course, all that good stuff. Of course, if you like what we have here on our Twitch.tv channel thing, you can hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and there are some tiers in there. If you have Amazon Prime, you could do that. You got that one free one a month. Give us one of those. We much gladly appreciates it. And all that good stuff. And on that regard, you know where we find. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Official, of course, at Captain Luffy. CAPTLUFFY. All that good stuff. Of course, if you're on YouTube, hit that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and hit that bell so you don't miss what we have. And that's it. We're back here at 10 p.m. for another. And quick note: September 14th. Do not expect a live Wrestle-Cast because I have a doctor's appointment out of town. Leaving Friday morning. Don't know what we're doing yet. I'm assuming we're either driving back Saturday morning or same night. If it's the same day, it's a 6-hour drive. I'm going to be tired as hell. So just as a heads up. That being said, we thank you very much for tuning in. And sorry for not having a show last week. I had to support my independent promotion. It was for a good cause. On behalf of ShintigerCurl.
See you.
I see you. And TWK.
SCFNU.
Oh, tell them who you are, what to do, my friend. Come on.
They know what to do by now. They know. They know how to work.
TWK, reminding you to work your gimmick. And of course, my name is Matty J. Reminding you of professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. All In is the perfect opportunity to do that. So I'll repeat that one more time. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. To the crew at All In, go get them, boys and girls. Show them what Vince don't got. For the rest of you, enjoy All In. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, now, Doc, listen. Same thing as usual, but at the end, pal, instead of Slam Jam, it's SummerSlam Jam.
All right, no problem. Doc Hendricks here, hoping you're ready for 9.5 hours of SummerSlam. It's your WWE Slam Jam.
Cut.
What's wrong, Vince?
Goddamn, pal, what was
What
that?
do you mean, what was that? I called it a Slam Jam.
I told you, Doc, it's not the Slam Jam, it's the SummerSlam Jam.
All right, let me try it again. Thank you for listening, everybody. I'm Doc Hendricks, and this is your Slammin' Summer Jam.
God damn it, Hayes, what the was that?
What?
It's SummerSlam
damn it.
Jam.
All right, I'll try it again. My bad. I'll do it one more time. I'll do it one more time. Thanks for listening. I'm Doc Hendricks, and this was your Jammin' Slammer.
Not even close, pal. Goddamn. SummerSlam Jam. I don't know why you can't get
SummerSlam Jam.
Jam. SummerSlam Jam.
SummerSlam Jam.
Ha! Goddamn, it's great.
All right, one more time. Let's do this. I'm Doc Hendricks, and this was your Summer Slammy Jammies.
Are you for real right now? I feel
sorry,
like
Vince.
I feel like you're not for real right now, pal.
No, I'm for real. I'm trying here.
Messing with me.
I don't know.
This is ridiculous. SummerSlam Jam.
SummerSlam
Just say
Jam.
SummerSlam Jam.
I don't know why I'm having a hard time with
God
this.
damn.
All right, let's try. I'm Michael P.S. Hayes.
God damn it, you're Doc Hendricks.
Sorry, I'm Doc Hendricks, and this is your Slasberry Jam.
All right, it, pal, you're fired.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.